as Heather mentioned, my name is Ermin Koç, and I'm the CEO and CIO of the Earth.io. Today, we're going to talk a little bit different AI side of the things, like not currently what AI means, which actually Peter mentioned and shared a lot of great things from a foundation perspective, where we were at and what we're doing right now. But the idea is actually, and this is not going to be like a sales pitch or something, just to be clear. So we will definitely align with that conduct. And at least I will try my best. Let's put it that way. We want to create these webinars and keep the industry informed and get information from the industry. So how we can share the knowledge all together. And I guess since I'm leading that webinar side of the things, I took the first shot, and I'm doing the first one. So let me present in full mode. Can everybody see this?
Thank you, Ermin.
Okay, all good. Thank you, appreciate it. So what are the key challenges in the mining industry? And at least from our perspective, definitely there's a global demand for not only critical metals, and EV industry is growing, the renewable energy industry is expanding, but also the AI chip making is definitely booming, and the supply chain issues, like how we seen at the COVID time frame, was definitely a big hit on the mine value chain. But also there are some geopolitical changes that is happening, like a BRICS fiat currency demanding on the commodities. So and the mines or the mine value chain overall need to address these issues, these problems, and alongside with the environmental challenges, the social impacts. So how mining industry can address these things? Definitely with technology. But as we look at one of the main key challenges within the industry, within any site or any corporation, there are data silos, there are interoperability challenges, and we need to address these things in the industry really agile way. So what will be the answer if you look at that? First of all, everybody talks about connected mines. Sure, yes, integration is important, but it's not only integration, it's also having a smart integration. So these numbers that you see is from a couple of large consultancy institutions such as McKinsey, and these were studied numbers. So not AI or data now not only improve the efficiency, but also it can reduce the environmental impact and enable the sustainable growth. So that's not only with the connection or integration, but also how we can make the mines smart and interconnected between them. So to be able to do that, again, as I mentioned, I will not make it too salesy, but idea is how we can connect all these different disparate data sources and make these things in an enterprise level, in a vendor agnostic approach. That is the key, as we have at the mines multiple vendors, from GMP providers, general mine planning solutions, to drill fleet management systems, PI data, mineral processing side of the things, financial models, Excel files, as we all know. Okay, so we integrate all these things. We create data lakes, which most of the corporate companies do these things. But how we can enable this for all the sites, and how we can also enable the artificial intelligence side of the things, how we can run the machine learning models, and how we can not only do the prediction, but also prescriptive insights, prescriptive analytics within one platform, within a vendor agnostic approach. So, and if we can achieve this, then what is the next for us? First, operational transformation, from our perspective at least. and then the sustainability leadership. So how we can actually create a sustainable workforce, sustainable operations throughout the mining, and how we can achieve that with powered with data, powered with artificial intelligence. Again, it is not only now, it is the beyond 2025, 2030, 2040, and beyond, because that's the future, and the future is here, and this is really fast. So from operational transformation, if you look at some of the case studies that we actually worked on, and a lot of companies does this, it's not extremely different. The predictive insights, predictive downtime, predictive queue time optimization, or predictive maintenance side of the things. And yes, this can be done. This is done in your operations, and a lot of vendors doing this. But how we can take this into a next level? So I'm just going to show you again. Sorry about that. Again, I will try not to make it super salesy on this thing, but some examples like how we can make this a no-code, low-code, just drag and drop to the end user, so they don't need to do any coding. Actually, they can even communicate with the platform with a large language model. They can just communicate with the platform and say that, okay, bring me this shovel, bring me the prediction on this thing, just with typing English, Spanish, French, whatever language it is. And we will basically empower the end user on that one. And that's the now, right now. It is happening. So, but how we can actually take to the next level? What is the vision for us? Where we can take this to the next? Imagine dynamically coordinating the resources, the equipment, and the workflows, which actually can scalable enough, that modular enough for different, as Peter mentioned, like with different AI agents. You don't need to have an end-to-end enterprise solution. You can actually modularize your systems, modularize your departments, and then they can connect to each other. Imagine that each AI agent is actually connecting and working together with the subject matter expertise that you defined, that you embedded to them. That's the key. And you can not try to optimize your mine anymore. The system can do a self-learning operational improvement and reduce the cost, improve the efficiencies, and create that sustainable environment. And it can be autonomous. So that is the future. Another section that we mentioned about the not only operational improvements, but also the sustainability side of the things. So how we can actually make mining sustainable friendly or ESG friendly, that nobody will raise their eyebrows about mining industry. How we can make it friendly to the rest of the world, right? And one of the key items is water. We have a lot of water scarcity is happening in the world, and mining is one of the key areas that we should save water, right? And one of the solutions that we worked on is how we can cut this excessive water usage, because water trucks are extremely important, not only for the dust control, but also for safety hazards, right? So just another example, I will skip this section a little bit. It looks like a regular BI, but actually not, because all this enterprise system can connect to each other with the properties, with the attributes, with the your equipment, and you can create your geozones, and you can define third-party information like weather data, or dust behaviors, or drill and blast behaviors. So all this information can be fed to it, and then it can learn. The models can learn, and the automated water spraying can happen without operators' influence in the system. So this is current situation. This is not tomorrow. This is not next year. So what is the vision on that one? It's not only from a water perspective, but also how we can reduce the carbon emissions, how we can do predictive monitoring on these things, how we can actually align with the ESG compliance that changes quarterly, yearly, sometimes for each different region, for each different country, it varies. So how we can actually comply with the rules and regulations. So that is impacting from our finance perspective, that is impacting the each mining company when they are going to stop operating in the future. So all those things actually can happen momentarily without the end user's intervention. So the systems, again, can self-learn and provide the insights to us, not a predictive manner, but in a prescriptive manner. So to be able to do that, we need to do, we need to look at a little bit more on the neural network side of the things. And that's kind of the Heather mentioned that we are also considering from a simulation perspective, how we can bring the neural networks. And the roles of the neural networks are extremely, or deep learning in a sense, extremely important. And it can be various type of applications. And similarly, benefits can be various type of, not only to the operations, but also to the environment, right? So the mutually benefit environment, how we can create that throughout the mine value chain. And there are different ways that we can get into that, different models related to deep learning as well. But I would like to highlight that what is the opportunity? What are the things that we can do? So the most important thing about the neural networks, in a sense, it is not even the 4. It is like not 1 plus 1 is not anymore 2. It's not even 4. It is 64 maybe. So that is the idea, like how we can actually unearth the potential in the mining operations that is not exposed. So that is the neural network effect. That is not only the digital twin, the neural twins can bring into the table. That is the prescriptive side of the things. So with this way, again, we are in the predictive side of the things. We're bringing the prescriptive side of the things. And that way we can create semi-autonomous systems. IoT sensors are already there. Mining companies already invested into a good amount of money to the sensors, to the GMP providers, to mineral processing, again, from Metso to other things. Ultimately, how we can create all this vendor agnostic system that can be autonomous systems. That is the direction that we believe that it can happen in near real term. So if you look at, again, not right now, 2030, 2040, what are we looking at it? How we can advance the operations into this level? Again, I'm trying to bring this new term, neural twins, not anymore digital twins. We do already digital twins, we've done that. And similarly, like simulations out there. And Peter mentioned that really nicely on that one. But how we can actually have the neural twins so we can create dynamic real-time insights, the system, self-learning systems can bring this information to us, and then we can learn, we can feedback with our subject matter expertise. We're not going anywhere. We are mining engineers, we're miners or geology. We are the people, we are going to provide what needs to be done, but we can learn with these systems. That's the whole thing. The other thing that I would like to mention, yes, okay, these are all fantastic, sounds great, but we are going electric, most of the mining companies, and there are a lot of investments happening on that one. EV is happening. But also the data centers, we are spending a good amount of money on the data centers. AI is getting more and more consumption. I don't know if anybody knows that, but if you do a Google search, if it's the 1 unit of energy consumption, with one ChatGPT query, it can go to 4 to 7 multiplier on that one. So just to give you a perspective, energy consumption wise. And we need stable energy for mines and for a successful AI, for a successful data center implementations. And for that, Earth, as myself, we're definitely see the future on the small modular reactors. And that's short with SMRs. So you can go look at it. We believe that that's the future, and it's been already utilized in different industries such as defense. and future needs that, mining industry needs that. So the next, how we can actually adapt to the new norms in 2040 and beyond. Yes, quantum computing sounds like super future, but it is not. It is getting commercialized by Microsoft, by AWS, by even universities. So it will be there, and 15 years is not that type of a short term. So and if these complex problems can be solved, quantum will be there. So just a quick strategic roadmap for artificial intelligence. Again, let's deploy these predictive tools, AI agents, modular AI systems, as mentioned, and prescriptive solutions. So we can actually go to the autonomous systems. We can scale AI across interconnected operations, and supply chain can be not disrupted anymore. Yes, there will be outliers, definitely. And we can align with the ESG-driven goals. But ultimately, we can achieve that autonomous quantum-powered ecosystems. Sounds like the avatar, right? Opportunities and technologies from a strategic perspective, again, autonomous operations, circular mining, and with the sustainable energy. This is what we see. Can it change in the future? Definitely. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but we believe that there's a great amount of possibility, and especially mining is in the peak moving forward. So let's do this together. AI is not just a tool anymore. AI is with us, and it will be with us, and possibly it will surpass us at some point. But we need to control the systems. So let's shape the future together as a mining industry, because we have an amazing amount of data that is not utilized, and we have amazing technologies that has been implemented. Just to give you a perspective, Dr. Krieg, I always mention his name. He was one of the he was the grandfather of the geostatistics for the kriging. We started this. Ultimately, machine learning is in a sense advanced statistics. So mining industry, we started this journey. So let's take it to the next level. Let's be the example for the other industries. So I would like to thank you for listening to me and being part of the vision and the journey. I appreciate it.